time for bed.
Oh, gee, Mom.
Oh, honey, I said that you could stay up until Daddy gets home, but he's so late now, and your sleep is more important. So come on, let's go.
Can I comb my hair before I go to bed?
No, March.
Can I feed the turtle?
Richie, the turtle died a year ago.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Hi, honey. Sorry I'm late. I had a flat. Hi, Rich. What are you doing up?
I waited for you, Daddy.
All right, kiss Daddy goodnight and then off to bed.
Can Daddy cut my nails first?
Rich, I cut your nails this morning.
They grew back.
All right, young man, let's get to bed.
Good night.
Good night.
Talk to me later.
Okay.
Night, son. What's for dinner?
Meatloaf. Where'd you get the flat tire?
Oh, just as I got off the 96th Street exit.
How come you got off at 96th Street?
I had to drop Sal off. It was raining cats and dogs, and she had nobody to pick her up. Poor girl hasn't got a husband. Wish she'd get married.
Why hasn't Sally ever married, Rob? I mean, she's a comedy writer, should be fun to be with. She's an attractive girl.
Sal's had plenty of boyfriends, but she scares them off.
Huh.
She's too quick with the answers. Guys hate girls that make jokes about everything.
Well, you don't mind if I make jokes.
Well, I would if you made one every time you opened your mouth.
Poor Sally. Rob, you know what I was thinking?
Yeah, and I'm 100% against it.
I didn't say anything.
I know, but you had that matchmaker look on your face.
Well, I certainly don't see what harm there would be in introducing her to, say, my cousin Thomas.
Cousin Thomas, the laboratory technician?
Thomas is a very kind, sweet, gentle human being.
He certainly is, and Sally is just the opposite.
Well, they say opposites attract.
Oh, honey, not that opposite. You're trying to put a canary in with a cat. Believe me, I've worked with that girl for years, and I've seen how she demolishes guys with her wisecracks. You'd just be asking for trouble, honey.
Oh, I don't see what trouble there would be in having them over for dinner.
Laurie, you surprise me.
Why?
Well, you're always telling me how you hate brutality, and here you are inviting violence right into your own home.
Well, I suppose you're right, dear.
You bet I'm right. People shouldn't try to play Cupid, honey.
No, they shouldn't.
Suppose they did get married. Suppose we introduced them. They got married, and they hated one another. Sweetie, they'd blame us the rest of their lives for butting in.
Of course.
Honey, if fate had intended for them to meet, fate would have taken care of it with no help from us. But we didn't need a dinner party to get us together, right?
Right.
Honey, the best thing for us to do is just to mind our own business and butt out.
You're absolutely right.
You bet I'm right.
Should we make it a buffet or a sit-down
I have a terrible feeling of loneliness. Even as I speak to you now, I feel you're a million miles away. Darling, I've lost you. Yes, I know it now. I've lost you. I wonder where I lost you.
That's great. With the white gloves, it'll work.
Darling,
When we're alone like this, even when we're alone like this,
morning, Rob.
Good morning, buddy. Like this. I have
Rob, did coffee come in yet?
Not yet.
I see you're busy, but I thought you could tell me something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Got any peroxide around here?
Peroxide? Maybe in the first aid cabinet. Why?
Well, I don't know. When I woke up this morning, I had kind of a little itch on the side of my face. I thought maybe it was a mosquito bite or something. Take a look at it.
No, I don't see anything. Probably a little hair.
Boy, some sense of humor for a comedy writer. I spent $2.95 for this gimmick and I don't even get a snicker.
Oh, buddy.
What?
Listen, when Sally comes in, could you just tactfully excuse yourself and wait in the hall? I'd like to talk to her alone a second.
Oh, something to do with this week's show?
Oh, no.
Something to do with the show in general?
No, buddy, really, it's a personal matter.
Oh, I see.
Buddy, it has nothing whatever to do with you.
All right, when she comes, I'll wait out in the hall. You can call me when it's over.
Fine.
I ain't hurt.
Snappy service. Hiya, buddy. Three coffees here. One black, one regular, and one triple light with 4 sugars. Hey, how come, buddy, you take 4 sugars?
Takes energy to write these jokes. I always use 4 sugars.
You better use 5. The show ain't that funny. Hey, Rob, how's the show for this week? Now, I hope it's better than last week. Boy, did I have to turn it off. You know that Alan Brady? He's a good singer. But what does he always sing that slow stuff for? And I didn't like that sketch you guys did about the beauty contest. Fellas, that's real silly stuff. Hey, why don't you write something with violence in it once in a while? I like good violence.
Well, next time you come up, instead of a tip, I'll stab you.
Now that's funny. Now why don't you put jokes like that in this show instead of that junk?
Hi. Told me and Charlie give us another bad review.
Oh, much better than usual.
Oh, hi, Rob.
Hi, Sal.
Ooh, coffee. Oh, boy.
Okay, I'll wait outside. I'll be right out here if you want me.
What's with Camille?
He's being overly dramatic because I asked him if he'd wait outside while I talked to you alone. I just wanted to ask you to come to our house for dinner tonight.
And you don't want to invite Buddy and his wife because they have no table manners, right?
You want to stop a minute while I tell you about it?
I'm waiting.
Well, Laura, my wife.
Well, so far I haven't heard anything I don't know. I'm sorry, Chief. Go on.
Well, Sally, Laura is having a dinner party for her cousin Thomas, and, well, she more or less thought...
My cousin Thomas and I would find each other mutually fascinating and we'd wind up married. What does he do for a living?
He's a lab technician.
Oh, wonderful. If it works out, I get a free supply of test tubes. I'll be there, Chief. Don't worry about it. Okay, Buddy, you can come on in now. The coast is clear.
Oh, thanks a lump. Didn't like it out there.
Hey, Rob, what time do you want me for dinner tonight?
All around 8-ish.
Feels like there's big party going on or something tonight, and I ain't invited. But it's all right. I got plenty of friends. I got a date later to play solitaire.
Buddy, it's not a party. Laura wants Sally to meet her cousin Thomas.
You mean for this I had to wait out in the hall?
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I thought maybe Sally would be embarrassed.
Embarrassed that I'm looking for a husband? Are you kidding? I thought it would help if I put an ad in the Hobo News. Hey, Rob, what's my future husband like?
Oh, well, Sal, he's a fella.
He's a fella. Good enough. I'll marry him.
Honey, am I dressed all right?
Oh, you look fine.
I was gonna wear my blue, but I moved faster, my tweed.
Why would you want to move fast?
In case your cousin is provoked into taking a swing at Sally, I want to be able to block the punch. I'm sorry, honey. I'm petrified of this whole darn evening.
Why are you petrified? It's going to be a lovely evening. Oh, that's one of them. Rob, what...
Boy, you're not nervous. Look at it. There's one of them now. Oh, wait a minute, honey. Wait a minute. Wait. Honey, we can still get out of the whole thing. You tell Thomas Sally's been drafted, and I'll tell Sally the place has been quarantined with chicken pox. How about that?
Oh, Rob, we're being ridiculous. Answer the door. Thomas, how good to see you.
Laura, you're certainly a sight for sore eyes.
You remember Rob?
Oh, yes, of course. Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see.
Well, come on in.
Oh, I brought this candy for you.
Oh, how nice.
Well, you know what they say, sweets to the sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'll put these in water.
Oh, I brought those for Miss Rogers.
Well, wasn't that thoughtful of you?
Well, it was sure nice of you to invite me.
Oh, we're glad to have you, Tom. Won't you sit down?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Can we get you anything?
Well, no, thank you. I don't drink or smoke.
You do? Do you eat? Would you like something to munch on?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Laura tells me that Miss Rogers works with you, Rob. What is she like? I mean, I've seen her name on television where it says written by, but you can't tell much about a person by that, can you?
No, you can't. What's she like? Well, she's not married.
And she's very attractive.
Well, that's very important, but you know what they say about beauty.
About being skin deep?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm afraid I'm a bit nervous about this meeting.
Oh, well, Thomas, there's nothing to be nervous about. Is there, Rob?
I mean, why be nervous? What?
No. There she is.
That's Sally.
Hi, Sally. Hi. Here's a plastic spaceship for Richie and a 5-pound box of candy for you. And let's not waste any more time. Where is he? How do you do? I'm Sally Rogers. Are you still single?
Am I still what?
Sally, this is my cousin, Thomas Edson. Thomas Edson?
Oh, no.
Well, you did a great job on that light bulb, Tom. I say I want to talk to you about last month's
Not Edison. Edson.
Oh, Edson. Oh, I thought he looked a little young for an old inventor.
I brought you these.
Oh, small.
I meant these.
Oh, yes. Oh, of course. Oh, that's a much better fit. Oh, what?
Wouldn't you like to sit down, Mike?
Thank you. How about an hors d'oeuvre? No, thank you. This is my little hors d'oeuvre.
Wouldn't you like a piece of herring?
No, thanks. Gives me hives.
Herring gives you hives? Did your doctor ever tell you to try chlorcyclazine hydrochloride?
No, does it taste like herring?
Oh, it's a pill.
Oh, wonderful. I'll have a plate of herring pills.
Actually, it's a pill designed to relieve an allergic symptom. You see, Miss Rogers, your body...
Oh, look, if you're going to talk about my body, you better call me Sally.
I didn't mean your body, Miss Rogers. I was talking about the human body.
Human body? What am I, a kangaroo?
No, I didn't mean that at all. I hope you don't think I'd presume.
Well, it's getting late. See, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Come on, Sal, I'll drive you home.
You comedy writers. I'll just see to dinner.
Excuse me, I'll see it with her.
All right, don't say it, don't say it.
That's not fair. 95% of the time you're right. When you're wrong, will you please give me a chance to say so?
All right, say so, but I may not be wrong.
Oh, honey, did you see what she's doing to that poor guy out there?
I know it's pretty awful, but maybe she'll calm down during dinner.
Oh, gosh, I hope so. Any other guy would have punched her in the nose. Listen, the next time you want to get a date for Sally, invite Milton Berle and have him meet in Madison Square Garden.
Well, I guess the best thing to do is just serve as quickly as possible and make it a short evening.
Yeah. Good idea.
What are you doing?
Shortening the evening.
Oh, Rob. Wait just a minute. I got to think.
What time did you come in?
Oh, I don't know. I've probably been there an hour or so. Why?
You haven't been on time in the last 3 years.
She's got a fantastic idea for a sketch. I just want to put it down, before I forget it.
Oh, why, buddy, I can't tell you how happy I am that you're taking an interest in your work here at the office. Hey, very clever dialogue. Grizzle Gump Furdash. Nardole Zimimigrimum.
I still think it's a good idea. I just don't know how to type.
Buddy, you're a fraud.
I'm a fraud? Did you hear that? I'm a fraud. Are you kidding? I work my brains to the white meat around here. I come up with some good stuff, too, and I show up. Sally, hey, where's Sally? Huh?
She may be a little late this morning. She worked very hard last night.
What do you mean she worked hard?
Well, it isn't easy to carve up a 150-pound lab technician.
She did it again.
Boy, she started in on him when she met him and chopped away at him all through dinner.
Yeah? Hey, what was the outstanding zinger?
Well, I don't remember all of the goodies, but during dessert, she told him he was a wonderful dinner companion, a sparkling conversationalist, and why didn't he consider going on a lecture tour?
Well, what's wrong with that?
He hadn't said a word through the whole meal.
Oh, she is a beauty. She comes up with...
Hi, gang.
Hi, Sal.
Sorry I'm late.
Hey, what are you so happy about? Come on, pep down.
Guess I ate too much last night. I couldn't get to sleep. Coffee come yet?
Not yet.
Any phone calls?
Not since I came in.
Are you sure?
No.
Yeah. Why, were you expecting a call?
Well, not exactly. Hey, I sure had a wonderful time at your house last night, Rob.
No, I'm glad, Sal.
Hey, Rob told me you were in delightful form last night.
I told him you were the life of the party.
Yeah, that's me, boy. Oh, life of the party Sal. Jokes for any occasion.
Hey, tell me, how'd you like Laura's cousin?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, he and I didn't get to talk very much.
Come on, there were only the four of you.
Well, I
think Sal means that Thomas didn't say much.
didn't give him much chance to. Rob, you sure there were no phone calls for me?
Well, you can check with Marge, Sal. Maybe someone called before I came in.
I already checked with Marge when I came in. Hello? Oh, just a minute. Anybody order prune yogurt?
Yeah, me, I'm the prune yogurt.
Yeah. Yeah, send it up to the writer's room. Okay, thanks. Well, fellas, what do you say? Get to work?
Well, no, Sal. No use jumping right into it. If you'd like to wait for coffee and take a look at the paper.
Yeah, why don't we have what they call those breakfast breaks? You know, like for maybe 2-3 hours?
What's the matter with you two?
We're just trying to pep you up. You look like a cheerleader for an accident.
I just thought maybe you didn't feel like making any jokes today.
Jokes? Oh, I want to make jokes. Gotta make jokes. There's nothing I love better than making jokes. Didn't I make a bunch of great jokes last night, Rob? Oh, boy, buddy, you should have seen me. I was a small riot. I was so funny. Cousin Thomas laughed so hard he almost smiled. I was so doggone funny. I couldn't stand myself.
Who's a prune yogurt?
Excuse me. All right, go ahead, say it. I deserve it. It was my fault.
All right, I'll say it. It was your fault. You shouldn't have butted in. And it isn't as if I didn't warn you either.
Well, you don't have to gloat about it.
Honey, I'm not gloating. I'm just trying to point out that it's not a good idea to put a canary in with a cat.
Not even a lonely canary and a lonely cat?
Not even a tiny cat and a giant canary. Honey, you only saw half the results last night. Well, if you think Tom was miserable, you should have seen poor Sal this morning. Who in the world is that?
I don't know. were just talking about you.
Oh, were you?
We sure were. Come on in, Tom.
Oh, thank you. I can't stay but a minute. I just came by because, well, because I'm a little upset about last evening.
We thought you would be.
Well, I am. I realize you went through a lot of trouble for me to meet Sally.
Thomas, about last night, I think you should know that it was my idea. I mean, for you and Sally to meet.
Oh, don't listen to her, Tom, honey. It was much my idea as yours.
Why, I'm surprised at you two.
Surprised at us?
Why?
For trying to grab credit from each other.
Credit?
For the delightful evening.
Delightful, but you just said that you were upset about last night.
I was. I was upset because I didn't thank you properly for it. That Sally sure does go on, doesn't she? My, I had a good time.
You had a good time?
Oh, yes. I can't remember when I laughed that much.
Thomas, we didn't see you laughing.
Oh, not here. Last night when I got home. And at the lab all day. I kept remembering some of the things she said, and I'd find myself just laughing out loud. Right out loud. Why, once I shook so hard I emulsified xylene and hexyl alcohol. And you know they don't mix.
Oh, no, they don't mix.
Never met anyone quite like your Sally before.
There aren't many like her.
Rob, I was wondering, do you think Sally would go to the movies with me some evening? I mean, do you think she might like that?
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Laura?
Oh, well, gee, I don't know. I hate to try and decide what people might or might not like. That would be butting in, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would be what she said. What do you think, Thomas?
Oh, I'd like to call her, but I really don't think I'm her type. Do you?
Well, I don't want to butt in. But it would be easy to find out by calling her up. Plaza 39098.
Oh, I don't know. What was that number?
Plaza 39098.
What? Oh, I don't know. Around $10, I suppose. Why? Goodbye, Sally. That girl, she does go on.
What was that about the $10?
She wanted to know how much money I was going to spend on her so she'd know how dressed up to get for me.
Well, honey, you did it. You put a canary in with a cat. You're amazing.
Well, I'm not kidding myself. I don't imagine they'll end up married, but at least when they go to the movies, they've got company, and that's better than going alone.
You're absolutely right. Honey, I have a funny-looking cousin who'd like to meet a girl. You have any single friends for my cousin?
Well, what's this cousin look like?
Oh, he looks a lot like me.
Well, you know what they say about beauty.